And welcome back to the Kentucky Magazine right here on ICN6, where I'm joined by Bruce Menefield, one of the best jazz saxophonists in our city. And great to see you just sitting here without a horn for once. I get to talk to you for once.
Thanks for having me again.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
Tell me about this group, this Omni Works All-Stars.
The Omni Works All-Stars is a group that I put together specifically for this event that we have coming up on December the 7th. Mm-hmm. But I picked some musicians, that not only some of the best musicians, but people that were associated with Walnut Hills High School. Mm-hmm. Walnut Hills High School is part of the event. So have Mark Fields on trombone.
Love Mark Fields.
Yeah. Mark is a graduate of Walnut Hills High School, as you know.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, and if you may know that he played with Ray Charles' band for a long time.
Mm-hmm. I knew that he played with the Bob Brown band.
Yeah, I was going to say, I was going to put that in there too. He also teaches at the College Conservatory of Music in their jazz department, and I understand also at Ohio State doing the same thing. So I picked him on purpose. He's a great player, great person, and I wanted him to be involved.
Wonderful composer as well.
Yes,
I have
he
a
is.
couple of his CDs that he's done.
Yes, he is. Yeah, he's a great arranger.
Beautiful.
Yes, he is. He probably prides himself more in that than his playing, but he is an excellent player. He really is. On trumpet, I have Mike Wade, who has been around Cincinnati for a while. He's actually a native of Washington, D.C., but he is the band director at Withrow High School. And Mike has led his own group for probably close to 20 years now. Mike and I are really good friends, so I asked him to come along and add his sound and his flavor. And then on piano, Billy Larkin.
Oh, wonderful.
Billy Larkin's been around for a long time, also a graduate of Walnut Hills High School. Billy and I have worked in a few different settings together, so picked him on purpose again for his connection. And I wanted to have a mixture of people, and actually this group will be the first time we've actually performed together as a combination, but individually we've done things, you know, in different settings. The jazz players do that. They'll, whoever's the gig is their gig, and you call the people that you want for that particular thing. So we've done some things individually, but this will be the first time. So it'll be a sextet is what it'll be.
And who benefits from this, besides the kids who are going to learn so much just from playing with you and you know, soaking it all in? Who is the beneficiary?
What we're going to do with this, we're going to take some of the funds, buy equipment, and go into some of the schools in the area, Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky. And we're targeting 4th graders through 9th graders. We're going to talk about jazz, create some jazz, and the whole idea is to turn those folks into jazz lovers, to create a new generation of jazz lovers. So we're going to be doing some programming, continuing. We've kind of done a little bit of that, but we want to do a lot more.
It sounds like you, as I am, are so disappointed as some music programs from schools are dropped year after year because of the economic situations, and sometimes the art, the music are the first to go, and to me that is just one of the most important elements of school.
It absolutely is, and the part that's left out is the impact that it has on the academic side. It is, music and art takes tremendous amount of discipline to do well, not just talking about music, but creating music. If you really hone in on that and you teach kids to hone in on that, it carries over to the academic side, especially math and science.
You chose Monday, December the 7th, to present this at the WISP, a great night. You know, sometimes it's, you know, not a busy night, so it's a great night to get in there and to fill it with, besides the students, you know, their parents and everyone that wants to be able to help out with this project.
Right, we're hoping to pull in, as you said, parents and students, but also jazz lovers, people that would normally come to the Blue Wisp anyway. We're hoping some of those folks come out, some of the fans of the individual players, and hopefully some of my supporters will come out too. The Blue Wisp, as you know, they do music 7 nights a week, so that's not oddity to have music there. But we picked Monday on purpose. Not to take away from their activities that they do on the weekend. We just thought Monday was a good night.
Plus the time, you know, 7 to 9:30 is a good time to grab people right after dinner before we start to nod off.
Right, that's right.
People who don't live the jazz life can, you know, can do that 7 to 9:30 real easy.
That's right. We're going to hit it hard and then quit it.
There you go. There you go. You know, are you going to be continuing with this group as a, you know, performing around the city? Because, boy, you've got some of the best players that have ever been assembled on that stage.
Well, the idea is to take this concept and do it again and again, and we're using the Walnut Hills High School Jazz Band as our opener, so we're going to hopefully do that with other schools, maybe, for example, say Sycamore, and we haven't talked to them, but we'll call them.
That's
maybe
right.
Lakota and some groups out in Northern Kentucky. So the concept is to take young people that are playing jazz, have them perform, we perform, and then we perform together.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yep.
That is so awesome. What's your background, Bruce? Are you schooled, or was this just a natural gift that you were given?
Well, I won't call it a gift. I had to work really, really hard. Most of what I know I learned on my own, but I did study briefly. I had a couple private teachers, and I was at CCM for a while, studying music history, theory, and things like that. But most of my background is I'm self-taught.
When you describe jazz to these young people, how do you describe what you're doing right there? How do you describe jazz?
I describe jazz as freedom of expression. The two most important elements to me are the groove and the improvisation. Mm-hmm. The groove meaning the basic feel. There's a distinctive feel that goes on in jazz that allows you to take something really simple and turn it into something really special or really complicated, if you will. So I would say freedom of expression would be the shortest, and that's not an original term, but I think that's the easiest way to put it.
You know, I think it takes courage to play jazz, to be jazz, and I think people get intimidated by the very term because they think, well, you know, I can sing the melody, or I can, but as soon as I start varying from that, I don't, will people like it? Am I going too far out? You know, I think it takes a certain self-assurance and a certain feel of musicianship to be able to pull that off. So I think jazz musicians are so special.
I agree. It takes a lot of preparation. It seems like that the music is being done on the spot, and it is, but it also takes a lot of preparation. You're not just pulling things out of the air. It's very much done from previous work, from previous listening, but you also have to be able to weave those ideas on the spot.
Absolutely.
So yes, it does. It takes courage to do that. And the biggest thing, though, is it has to be personal. You have to make it yours, and when you make it yours, it comes out. People pick up on that, and they appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, we can all appreciate what you're going to be doing next Monday, December 7th, 7 to 9:30. It's all for the benefit of the kids in our area, the Omni Works Music All-Stars, and there are 6 of the finest musicians from this area going to be on stage at the Blue Wisp under the direction and the compilation of Bruce Menefield. So good to chat with you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much. Thanks.
Happy holidays to you and your family.
You too.
All right. We'll be back right after this.